Hi everybody, I'm PeekingBoo. We're doing our last meme run of the day, which is Super Mario Odyssey with the DancePads. So what we also have is the, in the bottom right corner is the input display so that you know exactly what I'm pressing on the Nintendo Switch to do all of the things. But anyway, I won't stall any further. Let's just get this run underway. So counting down, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So I haven't run this game in like a couple of weeks, I think, and that was after not running this game for a couple of months. So I figured it would be, you know, kind of nice to just try to remember what to do as we go. So I'll run through everything real quick. So these blue arrows on the left are my directionals. This is what I'm going to be using to control Mario. I have camera controls on the front of my DDR machine here, which is used to control the camera. And then on the right hand side is all of Mario's actions. So we've got crouch, roll, and jump, and cancel. And that's the majority of this game. We're just going to be rolling everywhere. We're going to be jumping because it's Mario. And the overall goal is to try and get to the end of the game as fast as possible. Oh no, Mario's fallen off the bridge. Oh my goodness. Is he okay? Okay, he's alright. He's alright, everybody. Okay, so yeah, let's get into that. Mario Odyssey is a game where your hat has become possessed by a ghost. And now you can throw it at enemies, such as this menacing frog, and now you can capture it. And so when you capture an enemy, you take control of it. And that lets you do different things. So in this case, when we capture a frog, it lets us jump really high. And we're going to be capturing a whole bunch of enemies all through the game that's going to help us get to the end. Now, unlike a typical Mario Odyssey any % run, this run is mostly glitchless. I say mostly because we do have a couple of skips that happen here and there, but I'm pretty much running with the D-pad and I have no motion controls whatsoever. So I can't do any of the fancy stuff that you see regular runners doing, like, I don't even know what regular runners do. Like, jumping really high, running really fast, you know, all of the good stuff that make us really enjoy doing Mario speedruns good. But anyway, we just beat the first mini-boss. He's going to be a recurring character through the game. His name is Topper, because he has a top hat. And what we're basically doing is we're trying to stop Bowser and Peach's wedding. Because Bowser, I don't know what he's up to, man, but this time around, he figures the only way he's going to win is if he marries Princess Peach. So, we've set off. We're on our way to the Cascade Kingdom. And it's cutscenes galore. But thankfully, I think this is one of the few Mario games that lets you skip cutscenes. So every time we go to a new location, we're probably going to have about 5 cutscenes to skip. 2, 3. And then we can get back in with the action. So just there we've captured a chain chomp that lets us kind of snap back like a rubber band. To break a block to get a moon. And away we go. Okay. So, things are going to start out pretty slow to begin with. I'll start explaining a little more stuff as I go along. But for the most part, this is just getting used to the way Mario moves and platforms. And then we start introducing, you know, different techniques as we go. So one of the main ones that we use in this game is jumping off your hat. So for example, here. Okay, not here. So you can throw your hat out like that. And then you can bounce off it to get some extra height. You can then capture this big T-Rex. And now we're going to do what's known as Dino Skip, where we're going to walk onto this hidden spring platform very carefully. Get up on top of the cliff so we don't have to go around. Oh no, I missed the jump. Goody. Alright, so quick, easy fight for this. We just stand here and face left. Backflip when she throws. Land on top of the jump to stun it. Capture it. So see the tutorials at the bottom? Where it's saying what I need to do in order to control the chomp? There's hidden actions for that as well. Where if you shake the controller, it does that effect, but greater. And so speedrunners use that a lot to gain extra distance, do, you know, jump higher, run faster, all of that energy drink stuff that we can't do. So we're basically playing baby mode through this whole game. We're playing with the D-pad, we've got no motion controls, and because of that, it's pretty much a glitchless run. But it also means that we have a bunch of awesome differences in routing. So it's likely that we're going to see some things that you wouldn't normally see in an 80% run. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Like, I don't know, it's Mario. There's only so many ways you can say Mario, right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a sick long jump, and then triple jump, 1, 2, 3. Bonk off the wall intentionally. Just so I can highlight... That was not supposed to happen. Just so I can highlight what is not supposed to happen, you know? Alright, this platform's been destroyed, so now I have to... now I have to improvise. Let's get out of here, dudes. I just needed to get that one last moon before we could leave. There we go. What's my favorite color? My favorite color is purple. Chat, what is your favorite color? RagingCherry, if you're still there, what is your favorite color? Don't think that, chat. Red, okay. I had to check. All right, so we've done the Cascade Kingdom. The great thing about this game is that you don't have to do everything. And for the most part, there's no mandatory moons that you have to get. So if you remember in Mario Sunshine, you couldn't do any % of that game unless you beat every Shadow Mario in every area, right? So you had to go through 7 areas. It didn't matter what shines you got as long as you made it to stage 7. And that kind of sucked. So in this game, thankfully, there's so many moons, you just have to try and find the easiest and fastest ones to get, and then just get out of there. It doesn't matter if you haven't beat the boss, it doesn't matter if you've done anything. As long as you get enough moons, you're good to go. We're gonna roll down here. Remember, I don't have those fancy shake controls, so I have to go at a moderate pace. Shoplift this moon. Alright, from out here, get on top of the roof so we can jump in the pipe. If you ground pound into a pipe, you actually go through faster. Oh boy. And so ideally we want to go through ground pounding and rolling into pipes as much as possible. Okay, good. That was nice too. Now before we move on, we have to do a little bit of gambling. So match up 3 moons, get a free moon. Super simple. Thankfully they're all lined up. So all you gotta do is stand at the left and just throw the moon throw the hat when the first moon appears. Super simple. Now, another thing I need to mention is that I'm at the complete mercy of the camera. So, you're not going to see me using the camera at all very much. There are some exceptions, but you'll see them a bit later. For the most part, whatever the camera angle says is what we're rolling with. Literally. and then I just have to hope that it works out in my favor for wherever I need to go next. Ah! Okay, saved it. Now you guys are probably seeing me ground pound a lot. It's because when you jump after ground pounding, you actually get a maximum height jump. And so that's super important for me getting up into higher places. It's usually easier to backflip. Oh, sorry, no, it's usually just as effective and probably faster to backflip. But for me, I find it's easier just to ground pound because I'm usually in the middle of another action anyway. So trying to stop and backflip, I might end up, oh boy, I might end up accidentally long jumping. So what happened there is while I was trying to throw my hat to dive onto it, I kept landing on a platform below me, which was eating all of my jumps. Okay, so we're gonna hold down right here, get over the wall. Answer this quiz, which is thankfully the first option every time. I'm gonna steal the Sphinx's treasure. Okay. And we're gonna need those coins later because I have to buy moons through this game as well. Like, it's not just a simple case of, you know, finding the moons. Some of them are actually faster for me to just go and buy them. And since we're collecting coins... Ooh, that was a weird camera hiccup. Since we're collecting coins along the way, we may as well get enough to buy things, you know? So I just pressed the map button that lets me warp back to a previous checkpoint I collected. And I do this so that I can line this jump up to get this bullet bill to crash. Oh, this is bad. Whatever, it's fine. Now this is going to be a bit jank. Yep, alright. What I needed to do there was just change the camera angle so that I could have collected that bullet bill in a single cycle. Oh boy, come on Moon, there you go. Now I'm going to be a bit pressed for time here. Like, the reason why we warp back to the checkpoint is because we have a cycle that we're trying to catch. And this cycle we're catching is to hit a eagle at the very end of this area. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense now, but you'll see it in just a moment. Right as we go up this hill, you'll see I need 2 moons. 2 moons to finish the stage. And there's the eagle over there. Now thankfully, because I'm late enough, or sorry, because I'm not too late, he comes around for a second cycle so I can get him then. And then all I gotta do is fall down, and then ground pound this mound. And there we go. That's Sand Kingdom done. Oh, alright. So GG, let's move on. Now, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with how this is going right now. I literally woke up like half an hour ago. I haven't played this game in a couple of weeks. So I'm just like, all right, no major mistakes yet. Let's keep it going. Who knows? This could be my best run of ever for a marathon. This marathon. So now that Sand Kingdom's done, we are moving over to the Lake Kingdom. And Lake Kingdom is great because it's really short. Like, as soon as you get in there, you're pretty much done. So once again, when we leave, we have 2 cutscenes. Then we have the dialogue shared with Cappy, who teaches us how to do things. Then we have 2 more cutscenes. And then we have to wait for this cutscene, which we can't skip. And then we have 1 more cutscene. But thankfully we can skip them all, except for that one that we can't skip. I have no idea why, but there we are. Okay, so moon number 1. If you take a look at the top left, it tells you how many moons we need. So you can already see that I'm like almost there. Yeah, I didn't mean to grab that ledge. I just wanted to throw my hat. Get some more coins. Round of applause, chat. Swing around here. Okay, if I was a little faster, I would have... If I was a bit faster, I would have got the cheap before it turned around. And as I exit out of here, I press L, which centers the camera behind me. And that's going to be used a lot to suddenly change my directions while I'm in the middle of another action. Because, you know, I don't have any camera controls. Okay, so there's a cheeky little spin. We're going to be seeing that a bunch as well. Down we go. And now finally, the last 3 moons that we need are up on this platform here. Oh, okay, I mashed too much. There you go, Mario. You're a trooper. Missed the checkpoint. It's a bit scary. Okay, so when his hat goes down, just backflip onto him. When the spike appears, backflip onto him. When his hat goes down, backflip onto him. When the spike appears, backflip onto him, and that's the fight. Alright, GG. So fun fact, there's actually an adapter that you can connect pretty much any device, including a keyboard and mouse, to your Switch, your PS4, or you know, whatever you need it for. And if you guys are interested, it's called a Titan 1. I don't want to distract anybody from the marathon that we're doing, but it's a really neat adapter that lets me connect an arcade DancePad up to pretty much anything. So, credit where it's due, that thing makes a lot of things possible. Alright, and that's the Lake Kingdom done. Like I said, you're pretty much there for like 5 minutes max. And now we're going over to the Wooded Kingdom. And personally, I'm not a big fan of the Wooded Kingdom. I know a lot of people love it. I don't know what it is. Like, the color scheme is fine, I guess. The area is fine. Music's fine, but I don't know. Just whenever I go here, I think I just get flashbacks to falling into the deep wood, and it upsets me. Alright, here we go. So I need to go over to here, rotate the camera to face the rabbit, ground pound at the shadow, throw my hat. So if you ground pound and throw your hat on the floor like that, it rolls toward the enemy. So that's my easy setup for getting the rabbit. I'm going to pick up this rock, break it against that other rock to get a moon. And now, like I said in Sand Kingdom, we're going to buy a moon. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's try that again, shall we? Backflip. Throw the hat at the wall just to get a bit of extra hang time. And what I'm going to be doing now is collecting one of our first nuts. So Wooded Kingdom is full of these nuts. So that nut's tucked away inside the tunnel. We're going to be seeing a bunch of those. I think we've actually got another one coming up now. I call this one Stretchy Nut. But honestly, you can call it whatever you want. Alright, so this is our Stretchy Boy. He helps us get to higher places. Okay. And now, as soon as we get to the high place, we're going to jump off here, seemingly randomly, into this lake, face toward the wall, ground pound, dive, so that we get into the pipe. Could you imagine if I was actually good at this game and that worked? Whew. Everyone would be pogging right now, and I'd be all like, man, feels good to be good. All right, first moon inside the pipe. Can we dive through and not get hit? Oh, shit! That was nutty. Even without the nuts, this run's nutty. Okay, damage, love it. So, the annoying thing about water in this game, right, is that even if you move left and right, Mario floats to the top if he's close enough. Oh, alright, good, love it. And so, you know, when there's enemies circling around above you, you don't want to move, but at the same time you kind of have to move, and so you're in that awkward position where it's like, am I gonna get hit? I don't know. Like, preferably, I would just be faster in that section, or, you know what to do, but we dance padding right now. And unfortunately, it's very hard to be consistent with a dance pad. So let's get out of that tunnel. We're gonna get the safety checkpoint. Dive on this guy. And that checkpoint is ultimately useless because if you die, this area that we just got to now acts as a checkpoint. So yeah, I don't know. It's strange. We're gonna make a quick detour from where the game wants us to go. So I face right and snap the camera behind Mario. I do it again here because it's faster than rotating the camera manually. Grab another nut around the corner. Oh, Mario, don't get stuck. I need you, my dude. Alright, here we go. So we have to hit that P-switch to make this trail here, because without it, I would have a lot of difficulty getting up to this platform. 1, 2, 3. No triple jump for me. Oh boy. Okay, we saved it. Slow and steady. And now that we're up here, we're gonna go back down again. That's what a lot of this game is just get up to the high place and then go back down to the low place. So we jump over to this tower now. Hey, Mario, get up there, dude. Oh boy. Okay. Now, one thing a lot of motion control players get is the ability to actually aim the hat at things. So they can gesture, and the hat flies toward, you know, whatever they're gesturing towards. I don't have that. Oh, we made it. Yeah, I don't have that, so I just have to throw my hat forward and just hope that whatever I need to hit is in the way. Okay. So, wow, that's new. So this guy is a pushover, aside from what just happened. Basically, he hops in his hat, he winds up. As soon as he growls at you, throw your hat, jump on him. He hops in his hat, winds up, you jump on it. As soon as he gets out of his hat and growls at you, you throw your hat, you jump on him. You know, it's the same sort of thing as all of the other ones, right? So every single one of these little Broodals has a quick kill, which is super handy because they're kind of annoying. Now the way this route ended up being, there's 4 Broodals in the game, but you don't see one of them until the very end of the game, where you should have already fought them once before. Like technically, through the whole game, you're supposed to fight each Brutal twice, but you end up fighting only one of them, sorry, two of them twice. Alright. And that's the Wooded Kingdom done. And with that, we're just under halfway through the run. Okay. So Wooded Kingdom is done with. I'm not, like I said, I'm not super big on the Wooded Kingdom. I can't really pinpoint why, but yeah. Anyway, we have two more cutscenes. Cappy teaches us how to hold the hat suspended in the air, which is what we've been doing up until this point. We have two more cutscenes. Oh, this one actually doesn't have another cutscene after this. So there's only 4 cutscenes in this little segment. But what basically happened is now we're fighting Bowser. So I have a visual cue for these fights, and I'll show you in just a sec what I mean. So what we want to do is steal Bowser's hat and then use the punching gloves to just punch him in the stomach. So see on the horizon how there's like this bright light part here, like right here where I just stopped. This is what I stand on, so I make sure I'm the right distance from Bowser. And then these slopes, I run halfway up before bringing his hat over to me. So once again, we go on this bright line right here. Oh, that hit me. Excuse me. All right. So we suspend the hat. There you go. Halfway up the hill. And that's Bowser done. Okay. And then after this is another cutscene. Because we couldn't skip the first one. Okay. Oops. All right. So now our ship has crashed in the Lost Kingdom. And so there's a special cutscene skip on this stage where we have to go up and around the mountain in a really weird manner to avoid a cutscene loading zone. Because if we land on the ground further down the path of where we were going, Cappy, which is our hat, will get stolen, and then we have to play this stage without him while we try and get him back. And that's no good. Also, I realized I shouldn't have ground pounded there, but what can you do? So we do a ground pound roll at the butterfly. Then we dive backwards. Oops. Get in here and we get to do another spin. Another spin. Okay. There he goes. Knew he had it in him. All right. Leap of faith down to this moon. Rotate the camera as we're falling. Bounce off our hat. Another hidden moon. And so what we have to do is we have to scare Klepto away, because he's the dude that steals Cappy. But thankfully we snuck up on him, and so now the cutscene won't trigger anymore. The only time that's not the case is if we die. So we also have to make sure we don't die. Okay. Another hidden moon. Now you just watch as I mess this up. What I need to do is take damage while breaking these blocks from the explosion. Good. Usually what ends up happening is I take damage and then nothing happens. Okay. So I have a tendency to ground pound while I'm rotating the camera so that as soon as the camera is in a favorable position for me, I'm all ready to jump. Right. And with that, the Lost Kingdom is done. Onward to Metro Kingdom. You know, this run actually isn't that bad. I'm really surprised. Wait, hang on, we have one more cutscene. There we go. So chat, what has been your favorite run of the marathon so far? I'll be honest, it started at 3 AM for me, and I woke up about half an hour before my run, so I haven't seen anything except that bingo, and I have no idea what was happening in that bingo. So like, so I have no idea. I have no idea what the runs have been like so far. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, nice. So Metro Kingdom is broken up into two sections. You've got the nighttime section, which is what I'm in now. And then it goes to the daytime section, which isn't raining. And in order to change that, we have a boss fight first. And the boss fight is probably the worst part about running this with dance pads. Alright, we gotta do the climb of shame. How shameful, man. Is this gonna work? Oh, it sure isn't. Alright, you know what? That's fine. We'll go this way. Alright, so that lost me quite a bit of time, but we can just go this way instead of climbing back up again. Because all I was going to do is get to the top and then jump across here anyway. But it is another climb of shame, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3. Land on this moon. Now, whenever you collect a moon, Cappy comes back to you, so you can throw him and jump off him again. Alright, scary time ahead. Let's go. 1, 2. Okay. Good. I'll take it, I guess. Oh, I jumped over. We don't want that. Okay, there we go. So we grab this moon. Okay, now we're gonna do the daddy jump. Oh boy. Nice, love it. Skips a tiny, tiny bit of stage, but it looks cool. If I had failed that, that would have gone straight back to the bottom again. And so now we have the worst boss fight in the game for dance pads because, like I said, I have all of my camera controls mapped to the front of my arcade machine, right? So now in order to aim at this guy, oh my goodness, I have to press these front buttons on my machine, which means I have to step off the pads. And then I have to, like, I don't know, do some weird shimmy sham. So we have on my right hand menu buttons for DDR. Oh boy. On my right hand menu buttons we have aim left and right. And then on the left hand side we have aim up and reset camera. So if I aim too high, the only way I can aim down again is to reset the camera. Which sucks. Ow. Okay, it missed. Oh, that's good. Ooh, these are spread out really badly. So this is unfortunately going to be a 2-cycle. So long as I don't die. We'll change the aim of this just a little bit. Now he's going to go over to the left here. I don't like that. Oh my god, dude, what are you doing? I think it's gonna be a 3. Oh, it is! Damn it, dude! Oh, unfortunate. Where's the health? There it is. I needed to spawn the health just in case I messed up. Oh, that missed? Come on. There you go, GG. So unfortunately, every cycle that I miss costs me about 25 seconds. My PB had a 2 cycle, so there was a chance to save time for me there, but instead we lost time. So it is what it is. Overall though, this is still a really good run. So now that we've defeated Mecha Wiggler, and peace has been restored to Metro Kingdom, it is now daytime. And so now with daytime, we get to have a little more fun in this area. So as you saw, all of that effort was just to get about 5 moons, right? Now we have to go and get like 12 more. So here is the secret girder under the tunnel. But don't tell anyone, it's a secret. Next up, we're going to capture this dude. And we have to once again use the camera controls to control this remote car. Perfect. Side flip up onto here. Oh, cool. Okay. Take out the trash. Alright, now I want to see if I can get this jump. Perfect. Let's see. All I have to do is hold down right and wiggle a little bit. Perfect. Bench friends. Righty. Gonna capture this post here so that we can run around this corner real quick. Oh, okay, we ran too fast. Too much power, dudes. 1, 2, 3. 3 rolls. Long jump at the moon. Long jump back at the moon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go into the slots. Alright, so once again, when the moons appear, throw your hat. And away we go. So we accidentally kill a rat. Poor thing. Okay, Mario maintains P speed up until just a brief moment before reaching Pauline. And dive. 1, 2, ground pound. Missed the ground pound. Unfortunate. Alright. So there are 3 band members here in New Donk City. We're going to speak to 2 of them because one of them wants to hide on a roof and we don't want to go there. Oops. Okay. Didn't have my placement right. Speaking of placement, land on this shadow flag. You can talk to the dude. Another cheap moon. Alright, this time I'll have my placement right. Here we go. There we go. Now I'm rolling as soon as I appear. So now that the drummer is gone, we're going to run around this corner, hit that that power line there, which gets us to the top of the big building. Oopsie. Oh. Okay, good. So it says that I can shake the Pro Controller to climb faster. I can't shake this dance pad, so we're not going to do that. We're just slow climbing today. Okay, so we land perfectly on that moon, jump over to here, try to land perfectly on this moon. Oh, so close. Okay. Aim toward the door, rotate the camera, jump to avoid the landing lag. Get our roll on. So once again, ground pound while snapping the camera behind me so that I know exactly where I'm going as soon as I land. And then just hold up and mash A. Okay. I actually doubted myself for a second there. I thought I was going to miss. That is true. If we could just harness the power of the earth, then we could be better at Mario Odyssey. GG Metro Kingdom. So after that, we're going to our, well, I shouldn't say our, we're going to my least favorite kingdom, which is the Snow Kingdom. And the main reason I do not like this is because I die a lot in really stupid ways. I think so far this run's been deathless, unless I'm mistaken. So if that's the case, that's actually really good, because, you know, I'm out of practice, I don't know what I'm doing. So to actually, like, make it seem like I know what I'm doing, that's crazy. But it's all gonna change here, my dudes. Where's it gonna be? Is it gonna be the Goomba room? Is it gonna be the wind room? Let's find out. Mario, what are you doing, dude? Okay, Captain Toad, give us our moon, please. Now the camera rotates on its own here, it's really awkward. So like, I have to wait just a bit, because if I don't, I end up rolling in some random direction that I don't want to. 1, 2, 3. Oh, nice. I landed on that icicle, which let me clear the gap. Pretty good. Wait. Jump off the boxes first. I remember this. If you jump the other way, you have a bad time. Alright, into the shop. We need to buy another moon. But yeah, overall this run's going pretty well. Like, a run with no pressure is a chill run, right? Okay, let's see. So we'll backflip onto the thing. Ricochet our hat off the archway to somehow hit the chest. Never done that before in my life. 2, 3. I missed the moon. There it is. Alright, here we go. First room. This is the wind room. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're up. Nice. Right, here's the choke point. Good. Sometimes I get ahead of myself and I try to throw the hat while this dude's blowing his wind. And it... Come on, dude. And it results in me dying, because I have no hat to save me. Oh boy. Okay, the angle almost got me too. Next up is the Goomba room. Just over here to the right. And the Goomba room's pretty chill. The only thing is that the Goombas have really high traction. And so while Mario slips and slides around on the ice, the Goombas don't. And on this narrow pathway, it's very easy to just run off the edge. It's also possible that the Goombas just jump off the edge to their death as well. And since you need 4 of them... Thanks, buds! Since you need 4 of them to unlock this thing, that's bad. Okay, so while I'm sliding, I rotate the camera so I can see where I'm going next. Oh, that was bad. But it's alright. Now, if I die in the next section, you'll just have to laugh at me, because the next section is like the easiest part of the whole game. And like, I mean that. There's very little hazards. The only thing that's kind of hard about it is that there's like just a bit of scary wind. But like, I'm not even kidding. It's literally just catapult yourself up, run through the snow, get up to higher ground, just literally hold upright, and then jump to the moon. Like, I don't know, man. If I mess that up, I deserve to be laughed at. But hey, we're done with the Snow Kingdom. Easy peasy. And now we get to go to probably one of my favorite places. Not because it's fun, but just because it's nice to look at. So we're going to the Seaside Kingdom. And like, I've always been fascinated by like aquariums and stuff like that. You know, just seeing how like nice and blue and everything is. And I think this captures that. So once again, Cappy is going to teach us how to do a ground pound jump. Thank you, Cappy. Appreciate it. We're going to use that. But yeah, in my opinion, probably the best water stage Nintendo's ever made. Only exception would be Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which has really nice looking water environments. But I don't know, there's just something about this place I just really like. Anyway, we're gonna capture this dude. I think his name's Gushin, but he effectively allows us to fly. Oops. Just fly and jet around. And that's really good, right? Because in a water stage, it's your mobility that suffers the most. But they overcome that by giving you things that let you be mobile. We're having a little camera moment right now. That's okay, I got in the pipe, so we're good. Where's the moon? Where's the moon? Moon! Oh my goodness. A regular player can feel where the moon is because it vibrates their controller. I just kind of have to guess. I mean, it's not really a guess, it's in the same spot every time. Oops. But let's be real, I'm pretty much guessing. So we're going to roll around over to the shop because we need to buy yet another moon. And I need to make sure I have 110 coins. Before leaving this place, preferably. Although it doesn't really matter. Alright, so... Oh. Yep. And now we get to the good part, which is actually going into the water. It doesn't feel right to like talk up the water and then like not actually go in there. But yeah, this place is just super chill. So we're going to steal a Cheep Cheep once again so that we have heaps of mobility. Find the hidden treasure chest here. Now we get to go down and explore little beachside caves. Just like if you were in a little aquarium, you know? Alright, we get the necessary coins that we need before we leave. That's great. Oh, there it is. Let's get out of here before the seaweed attacks us. Alright, and then the final moon that I'm going for is just in this deep trench here. And if I needed more coins, there were some rings above that I could swim through. And I think you get like 5 or 10 per ring. So. But yeah, that place is just nice. You know, it's just a nice slice of paradise before you get back into the run. There is a lot of pressure in this stage though, because it's very hard to save time because everything's so, you know, tightly packed together. So I think over the course of that, I actually lost time, but who cares, man? We're relaxing. Luncheon. This place is weird. It's like a low poly food themed area. I don't fully understand like it or why it exists, but that's okay. So the inhabitants of this area are cutlery for the most part. You have Goombas and chef hats, which is always nice. You got some RagingCherry tomatoes. Most importantly, we've got a job to do, so let's get to it. 2, 3. So remember this guy? Throw hat, jump on head. When he enters his hat and winds up, jump on his hat. When he growls at you, throw your hat. Jump on his head. Rinse and repeat. Collect the money. GG. Those are heirloom tomatoes? No, I'm pretty sure they're RagingCherry tomatoes. Since we're on the channel. Okay, let's begin the next section. We have to run forward on this bridge. Actually, no, we have to fall down here. There's a hidden door with a bonus room. Oopsie. Alright, well that's not how I do that, but let's improvise. Dive this way. That worked out about the same speed, I think. Backflip to get up here. rotate the camera while I do a ground pound jump. Oh boy, do not fall off this please, Mario, thank you. This part actually makes me really nervous. Because I never know if I'm going to get that wall kick or not. Now the reason we needed 110 coins is because we need to go in here to spend 10 coins on the slots, and then we need 100 coins to buy one more moon. Dang. There's actually a way to hit all 5 with your hat, but I did not manage to do that. Okay. So this is the one that I like to think is RNG because sometimes I get it and sometimes I don't. But it's pretty much based on where I'm standing. But the window seems so small for it. Oops. Alrighty. Come on, Mario. I need to see what I'm doing. Mario, please. Thank you, bud. Okay, we do not want to buy health. Oh my goodness, stop. Thank you. If I had have bought that heart, we wouldn't have been able to afford the moon. So that was a bit scary. Wrong turnip. We need the golden turnip to put in the soup. There you go. Get in the right position. All right, and now we're up to the part of the run where you guys can just spam PJ Salt because we're entering Salt Island. And on Salt Island, we leave all of our salt behind. Oh boy. So get them in chat now. Let's get all the salt out of our system so we have a nice chill run for the rest of the run. Let's do this. Wow, that missed? Well, I never. Huh, that missed too. I guess my angle's off. There we go. Oh boy. Weird angles. And it's kind of funny that we leave things at Salt Island and then come in here to the fork flicking stage, because this is the stage where like things just go wrong for no reason, and if they do, it's hard not to feel a little salty about it, you know? Uh-oh. Thank you. Dang it, dude. Let's just wait, dude. Better than dying. Better than dying. That's all I have to say. I hold down left, tap left when I reach the edge so I can grab this guy. Get about halfway up this mound and then jump so that I don't accidentally land on one of those wooden pegs. And now... Oh, I missed. Huh. Oh. You know, I'm doing great. Let's get up here then. Only a few more moons left of luncheon. I'm gonna throw my hat. Oh, I grabbed the ledge. Oh, he died. Alright, we have to go for this guy now. That sucks. Okay, so we have the saucepan RNG, where you don't know which direction they're gonna go, but you have to break the cheese with it. GG. skip this cutscene. One of these days, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna capture it before it goes back in, and I'm gonna be happy about it. Okay, we have a bit of a low jump here. Still made it though, so that's good. That wasn't a bonk. He totally made it up here. Nintendo Lion. I don't like it. Alright, chat, press B to Twitch. There we go, that's lunch and Kingdom done. We're nearly at the end of the run. Wow. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this cutscene. I always forget about that cutscene. Okay, we've just gotten over an hour, and we've just gotten over 100 moons. Crazy. Even crazier is that there's like 800 plus of these things in the game. So many. Here we go. We're on our way to Bowser's Kingdom. The Cappy once again tells us the triple jump technique. I hope we can use that soon. But before we get to go to Bowser's Kingdom, something happened. When am I gonna get all 880? I don't know. Whenever there's a marathon that supports it. Wow, I jumped over the peg. That's... Ah, okay. I knew I was gonna bonk on something. Maybe we could do 880 moons for a future Memeathon. Where I start the file at like 860. And then we just watch Toadette. Oh yeah, anyway, we're in the Ruined Kingdom. This is the dragon. Look at him, he's a big old dragon. He breathes lightning. Did you know Captain Toad is hidden here? Like, here? Crazy. Ow. Oops, I nearly long jumped off. That was stupid. But anyway, this dragon's a piece of cake. You know, you've got like 4 health drops, so it's pretty much impossible to die. As long as you keep running. You can damage boost so that you get up onto him sooner. I did a poor job of showing that, but you get the idea. Okay, we're out of here. Now while we're off screen, I'm going to try and do a double jump hat throw. And that lets us grab the moon immediately. Wow! Alright, so now for realsies, we're definitely at the end of this. Definitely. We're entering Bowser's Kingdom for real. Oh. We're entering Bowser's Kingdom for real. There's no extra pit stops or weird things that are going to happen. We're going to take down Bowser, and that's going to be that. So once again, cutscene number 1. Cutscene number 2. Cutscene number 3. Cutscene number 4. Actually, technically the dialogue wasn't a cutscene. I'm mistaken. And then cutscene number 5. So before we even start the stage, we're going to go around the corner, around the Odyssey, I should say. Because there's a moon just hidden on that fence post. Alright, GG. Now that we've done that, we're off to an awesome start. So this is the Goomba room. Just going to ignore the Goomba room. I'm pretty sure you have to stack them up and do fancy stuff with them. Oops. Alright, good. Next section. Okay. Oh, that was too soon. You know, I'm not too clued on the fancy stuff. I think it involves going out, yeah, fine dining, going out on a date with other Goombas. One, two, three, into the light. Now this part's always a little scary for me. Like, I never have this down to a science. I kind of just feel it out as I go. Oops. There we go. One, two, three. That felt pretty good. Okay, so now I get in the way of this. Oh, wow. Bad angle. Ideally, what I needed was to hit that, was to hit that block. So now I have to... Got it, okay. Oh boy, that was close. One, two, three. Oh man, I was like, where's the floor? I can't see it. You can actually poke them to break it? Wow. That's good to know. We'll have to do like a Pokeo challenge. Alright, so dive onto the step, dive over the step, roll, get in the thing. And here we go. So remember that first Brutal we fought? Topper? We get to fight him again, except now he's harder. As long as you land on his hat before he starts spinning around, then he's good. Ah, damn it, I missed it. Okay, there he is. Oh, that's not him. Wow. You can hit him twice and he does this little body slam spin, and that's the easiest way to, you know, kill him. So that's Topper done. And then after that we have Harriet, the one brutal that we haven't seen at all in this game up to this point. And Harriet is a massive pushover. Literally stand there, face right, jump, hold up, throw. Jump on her head. Ah, man. She goes to the same spot every time as well. Oops. Oh, still hit her. So for example, she's gonna go down to this area. And then you just stand there again, face right. Jump, throw, land, GG. Whee! Cool. So now we're up to the boss of this area. And the best part about the boss in this area is that I don't think I've ever done it perfectly in a marathon. I do it perfectly when I practice, and I do it perfectly, you know, in some of my runs. But in marathons, this is where all the bad luck catches up to me. So look forward to it, dudes. Hey, more ground pounding. Dude. Oh boy. What can I do? Nothing. Alright, first death. I was trying to think of what I could do there. So we'll climb our way back up here again. I'll skip that checkpoint because I don't need it. Because this section is super easy and nothing ever goes wrong, ever. Yeah, let's go this way. Dang. There you go. Hop on here. I'll grab this checkpoint because, I don't know, it's just easier. Here we go! Boss time. So yeah, this is the Robo Brood. It's where all of the Broodals have combined forces, Power Ranger style, to make a Megazord. And so now we have to take it down with our trusty Pokio. So we have to peck this 10 times. Snap the camera behind me. Peck the top. Okay. Now where do I stand again? Is it at the back? I can't remember. I think it's the back. It is. Okay, good. So what I'm doing is positioning myself as close to the edge as possible. So I can do that. All right, we're off. So that was nearly perfect. I just messed up the last bit. That's okay. Ah! Alright, we have to wait another cycle. Unfortunate. May as well get some health while we wait. Eh, I'll get it later. Are you kidding? Man, that Pokemon wanted revenge, dude. Anyway, GG. Could you imagine if I only had 1 health and then that happened? Ooh. All right. So that's the Robo Brood. It was almost perfect. As far as marathons go, that's probably one of the better ones I've had. So, awesome. We just have 1 split left and we have to take down Bowser. Oh yeah. So all of that moon collecting, whoops, all of that moon collecting has given us 124 moons. The bare minimum required in order to fight Bowser. And now not only is our balloon golden, our ship has also been repaired somehow. And we're going to the moon! Wonder how long it would take them to get to the moon in the Odyssey. Like, how much time do you think has passed from when they leave the planet to reaching the moon? Okay, so we're on the moon. Gravity is a little different here. Everything is a lot lighter and a lot less responsive for me, which sucks. But we'll make do. Mario gonna make that? I'll make sure he makes that. Yeah. No! Why'd you do this to me? There was a platform right there. Alright, whatever. We'll do it again. Two, three, four, five, jump! The checkpoint was right there too. That's the disappointing part. Yeah, let's go, Mario. Yeah, now you've got it. I'm gonna get this checkpoint for safety. I usually don't, but after what just happened. Let's get on over here. Alright, so now we're gonna do the moon cave skip. This is fun for DancePads because I get to press 3 directions at once. Oh, I could have gone for that. I have to press up left, and then while holding up left, press right. And that lets me grab the wall perfectly. And for a usual Switch player, you wouldn't be able to do that with an analog stick. Like, you can't press up, left, and right at the same time. But that's just how we roll in. So anyway, inside the church, gravity goes back to normal. We're gonna take a piece right out of Shrek here. I object, etc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, jump! Run straight at Bowser, assert dominance. Reason we do that is so that Bowser jumps to a new spot, and so I can actually get close enough to his hat. Oh, sorry, close enough to him with his hat, so that we don't waste time. When he spins, we dive at him. Easy peasy. So we'll go over to the dark patch on this hill. It's the same as the Cloud Kingdom with the light patch. I'm basically just looking for an outline in the platform and then standing on it. Get halfway up the slope. You go all the way up the slope, Bowser grabs his hat before you get a chance to wear it. Okay. That's that. Also, let's see if I can get some spin jumps going on here. Nope. None at all. Alright. Fine. Get over to this dark line here. That might be too close. No, we're fine. Oh no! Okay. So what happened there was the slope said no to Mario. So Bowser's gonna spin once, twice, 3 times, dive, and again, dive, and that's Bowser dead. Now I have to long jump twice. Okay, I got one. Oops, there we go. Am I gonna die here again? What's going on? And now that Bowser's been knocked out, we get to capture him. So every one of these platforms I'm standing on is going to disappear, so I have to keep moving. There isn't really any sense of urgency other than that, though. So let's just go at our own pace. Do a jump slash if I can't triple jump up there. And here we go into the 2D section. I'm sure you've all seen that awesome skip where you go around the outside of the 2D section. I can do that, I just don't wanna. That's also not true, I apologize. Alright, did you know that if you hold the scratch button, the Y button, Bowser breathes fire? Usually players have to, what do players have to do? They have to shake the controller in order to do that. But it's like one of the few things where you can do it just by holding the button, which is nice. Found it out by accident. Okay, so we triple jump from this dark corner to get up here. Okay, up we go. Alright. And time is coming up when we enter, when we fly away into space. Alright, get ready on time, and time. Yay. And that's Super Mario Odyssey.